They say high school is a place to learn, but at Green Valley Secondary School in Lagos, it was a place to survive. Before the first bell rang each morning, before the teachers even stepped into their classrooms, the real rulers had already taken their seats. 3 girls, 1 table, the center of the cafeteria. Everyone knew their names: Tina, Bella, Rose. They did not wear crowns, but they did not need to. They called themselves the Rich Girl Club. They got anything they wanted: new phones, expensive bags, special treatment, and no student dared to confront them. Their laughter decided who belonged. Their silence decided who did not. If they whispered your name, your week was ruined. If they ignored you, you did not exist. The lunch tables were their kingdom, the gossip was their weapon, and fear was their perfume. Then one Monday morning, a new girl walked through the school gate. Her name was Lily. She was not loud, she was not flashy. She wore simple shoes and carried a bag that had clearly lived many years before her, but she walked with something that made people uncomfortable. By lunch break, everyone was watching. The cafeteria went silent when Lily looked around and, without asking permission, sat at the table right beside Tina and her friends. Not with them, beside them, close enough to be seen, close enough to matter. Bella's spoon froze halfway to her mouth. Rose slowly lowered her drink. Tina smiled, the kind of smile that never reaches the eyes. "No one told her?" Rose whispered. "Oh, she will learn," Tina replied softly. And that was how the game began. It did not start with shouting, it started with small things. The next day, when Lily entered class, the seat beside her was suddenly saved. The girl who had smiled at her yesterday now avoided her eyes. In the hallway, conversations stopped when she walked past. Laughter followed her steps like a shadow. At first, Lily pretended not to notice. But loneliness has a sound. It is the sound of a cafeteria full of voices when no one calls your name. One afternoon, she opened her locker and found a note. "You think you're special." Her hands trembled. She looked around. No one looked back. The Rich Girl Club had not touched her. They did not need to. They had something more powerful than fists: reputation. A rumor began like a tiny spark. Lily used to steal at her old school. Lily likes other people's boyfriends. Lily thinks she is better than everyone. The lies moved faster than truth ever could. By the end of the week, Lily was sitting alone at lunch, not beside the queens anymore, but at the far corner table near the cleaning supplies. She told herself she did not care, but that night she cried into her pillow so her mother would not hear. The next Monday, something worse happened. During assembly, a teacher called Lily's name. "Is it true," the teacher asked carefully, "that you have been threatening other students?" The hall gasped. Lily's heart dropped into her stomach. She had never threatened anyone, but there they were, Tina, Bella, and Rose, looking shocked, looking hurt, looking innocent. 3 against 1. Lily realized something painful that day. Sometimes the loudest lie wins. Her world began to shrink. Teachers watched her closely. Students avoided her completely. Even the girls who once admired her courage now crossed the hallway to avoid being seen near her. Isolation is a slow poison. But Lily had something the others did not understand. She had endured worse before. Her old school had closed after her father lost his job. She had watched her mother sell jewelry to pay fees. She had promised herself she would never let anyone take her education away. Not again. So instead of fighting with anger, she chose something unexpected: patience. She focused on her books. She answered questions in class. She joined the debate club when no one else wanted to stand beside her. And when she spoke with calm confidence. People began to notice. And quietly, in the middle of all the noise, Lily made one secret friend. His name was Daniel. Daniel was quiet, observant, and invisible in the way only smart boys can be. He did not sit at the popular tables. He did not laugh at cruel jokes. He saw everything. He was the first person to whisper, "I know they're lying." From that day, Lily was no longer completely alone. When the fake social media account appeared one night, posting edited photos of Lily with cruel captions, it was Daniel who noticed something important. The comments were merciless. The damage spread quickly. Lily stared at the screen, her chest tight. This was no longer school drama. This was war. And she was tired. But Daniel was not. He began to collect evidence quietly, screenshots, timestamps, IP traces shared by a cousin who understood technology. He noticed that the posts were always uploaded during the same hours. He connected patterns. He paid attention when Rose once bragged about using her home Wi-Fi for fun. Together, in silence, they built the truth. The next day, Lily did not walk alone to the principal's office. Daniel walked beside her. They brought screenshots, they brought dates, they brought proof. They did not cry, they did not beg, they simply told the truth. Investigations began, students were questioned, digital footprints were traced, and the untouchable members of the Rich Girl Club suddenly looked very human. When it was discovered that the fake account was created from Rose's home Wi-Fi and that Tina and Bella had helped plan it, the silence in the school was heavier than ever before. This time, money could not fix it. This time, fear could not protect them. Within a week, the announcement came. Tina, Bella, Rose. Expelled. The cafeteria felt different after that. Softer, kinder. For the first time in years, the center table was empty. Lily did not rush to sit there. She simply sat down quietly and opened her lunch. Daniel joined her. Then one by one, other students followed. Not because she forced them, but because courage is contagious. Green Valley Secondary School still had its drama, it still had its whispers, but it no longer had queens who ruled with fear. It had students who had seen what happens when silence protects cruelty. And at the center of it all sat a girl who arrived alone, was broken publicly, gathered quiet strength, and rose with truth beside her. Her name was Lily, and she never bowed.